Marshmallow Fanboy back with another review, this time of McFarlane Toys Santa Batman from the Gold Label collection. As far as I know, it's a McFarlane Toys exclusive, though people said that they've been seeing it at Target, so I'm not really sure. I think the website says exclusive, but I'm not sure that that's true. But if you go to the McFarlane Toys website, you can get both of them for a $10 discount, and that was nice because with tax and everything else, they cost about what they would in stores without the tax, so it was nice. Also, I really liked the thought of this was very cool. I think I was really excited. I'm a big fan of Christmas. I love Christmas stuff, and I couldn't decide between the red and gold and the blue and silver. I thought, the blue is more Batman, but the red is more Santa. And I thought, well, with a price break, I can't go wrong with just getting both of them. Plus, you can see the comic books in the back have the exact same art, but the artwork is just differently colored, which is kind of the ultimate reuse. But I don't mind it so much when it's put to sort of good use like this, or some of the figures that they've been coming out with lately where, you go, oh my god, I wouldn't have gotten a Wave Rider if it wasn't for these other sort of characters that kind of came out and their parts got repurposed too. So this is all in the kind of the old-fashioned McFarlane Toys clamshell packaging. I hate the clamshell packaging. It's gonna take 45 minutes to get that shit out. I'm not looking forward to that at all. But see, that's what the back looks like. It's the blue, and this is the red. I don't know how limited the set is. I didn't get a sense of whether it was limited. I'm losing track of. I remember when the Gold Label was just sort of exclusives and maybe limited figures or different uniforms, and now Gold Label can mean anything, and Platinum can mean anything. It just basically means, hey, we're going to put out a limited number of the figure you really want. Like that, like the Hawkman figure or the Sinestro figure, where they're like, we know you want the classic one. You can get that as a Platinum, and you can get that one every 7,000 cases. Good luck. And I don't buy these things on eBay or anything, so I don't do speculator prices. If it's not at Big Bad Toy Store or on Amazon or something, I can't get it. So hopefully, Gold Label and Platinum are a little more well defined and in the future. But for now, I don't know what makes this Gold Label, except that maybe it's an exclusive. And yeah, I could understand if this one was a regular and then this one was Gold Label because it was a variant or something. But I don't know if you need Gold Label on, slap Gold Label on everything. I don't think it means anything anymore if it's on everything. Or there could be just a really good explanation, and I don't know what that explanation is. But it looks like each one of them comes with a sack of presents, all appropriately covered. And the sacks have a texture on it. I don't know if you can see that, but it's kind of like a Kevlar texture. It has a base at the bottom, and I think the base is for holding the comic book. That could be, maybe that's not a comic book, maybe that's a card of some sort. Yeah, that might be just a card. I might have been mistaken, it might just be a card. Yeah, it looks like it's just a card. It would have been cooler if it was a comic book. That would have been cool. But I am happy either way because I bought it for the figure and not for the comic book. So let's break these things open and let's see what we think. The clamshell packaging wasn't as tough to get out as I thought it would be, so I'm pretty grateful about that. I think in the old days they were more sort of vacuum sealed and just a bigger pain to get out, and this one seemed to be okay. I still had to cut 3 sides of it to get it out cleanly, but I didn't have to be as careful because the backing boards aren't comic books. I was hoping they were comic books. I still couldn't wait to read what was happening inside a Batman Santa book. But I still have all the great McFarlane comics from the other Build-A-Figure waves that were very cool. I like that there are different covers for different figures, but the same interior. It's very cool. Because if you only wanted one figure from that wave, then you would get that one figure or that one character on the cover, and that's kind of cool. So, I'm not going to go through the articulation. This is reused from the Batman, from the Winter Batman from the Frost King Build-A-Figure wave. The Winter's End comics came with that wave. No, it didn't. The Winter's End. It was the Winter's End wave, but it didn't come with the comic. It was just from that miniseries. So, like I said, there's red and gold, blue and silver. I really like the colors. I like the selection of them. If you were going to go with two sort of colors, and then just keep all the white stuff the same, blue and silver, red and gold go really well together. And of course, each of them come with a bag of presents that's color coded appropriately to them. Like just how classy and everything that looks really nice. But the bag is heavy. No chance for a Batman figure to hold anything this heavy. That is one solid piece. What is inside this thing? Because usually it's just a mold and you stick the two sides in and they're light. But this is solid. It's like it's molded all throughout or something. It's really solid. It's nice because there's a base on it, but you didn't really need to make it so heavy to achieve that. But the cards are double-sided, and I guess I don't know, the double-sided, I wish there were two different images. I just wish you could select between one or the other image, and that, the base says Batman. The base says Batman down here. Does it really need to say Batman up here? Or maybe the base could have been just plain, or maybe had a logo instead of repeating the word Batman with the color scheme. I mean, either way, they are really cool. The artwork is really great, and the coloring is really nice, and I like that. I just would have liked more options, but really, I would have liked a comic book. If I'm being honest, I could have done without the bases that hold these up. I'm guessing that most collectors don't have a place for that backboard, and they have more of a place for just a Santa Batman to stand up with the rest of the Batman collection that they have. But there's going to be a couple of adult collectors who are maybe going, wow, that's really cool. I don't collect action figures or anything, but I could get that for my office or pull that out, once a year and put that on my mantle or something. That's very cool. So those are the only collectors who are enjoying that there's a backboard. I don't think that the majority are going, there's this really big backboard, and if you have shelves at home, they probably come up right to 8 inches, and this doesn't super fit. I don't know. It depends on what your setup is. I don't like the backboard or the holder, but I love the art. One of my complaints about most of the McFarlane toys is that there's great artwork on them, and no real way to sort of keep that artwork nice. In here, they've given us real thick and nice boards that are just really nice, and I'm bitching about that they couldn't be two different images and that they couldn't be comic books. So, yeah, winding over. So let's take a closer look at the design work. Again, this is the Winter Batman from the Frost Giant wave. It has all the same stuff: pauldrons, the blades on the gauntlets, the belt with the pouches and everything. The only difference between these two is one is red, one is blue, and that is very cool. I don't know if there's a Silent Night miniseries, and by now that Silent Night miniseries has already come out, It's supposed to be weekly in November and December, and they're introducing DC's version of Santa Claus into continuity, which makes kind of sense. Maybe there's a version of Santa Claus that you can copyright and that they can use going forward and add to their sort of cachet of characters. But also, it's, things like Thor on the Marvel side, you can't copyright Thor, but you can copyright that version of Thor. But getting a Santa Claus on the books so that you can reuse it seems to make pretty good sense. And if you released a Santa Claus character, you could say DC's Santa. And you could have little things that are different from the classic Santa. So these are really cool figures. They're really nice additions to the collection. Like I said, I could have done without the backboard. Each stand has Batman in the color of this one's the red and green, and the other one is blue and kind of a light blue. But both of them sort of are mirrors of the logo. Both of them come with a bag of goodies that you can sort of give to any character, or use as fodder for any scenes you're building, dioramas or anything. But otherwise, these are really cool. I had to get them. I thought they were really cool. I really liked the idea. I understood right away that it was reuse. I understood that it was kind of a cash grab, and I also understood that it's Christmas and I don't really care. Like, I just wanted Christmas stuff. I thought it was really cool. And who knows, next year maybe I could ignore that offering. But this year was just perfect. McFarlane Toys has never done this before with the DC characters. And it was novel enough that I had to have it. So it's really cool. You should get it. If you could keep it in the clamshell, if you're an in-package collector, you can stick a push pin into a wall and hang that thing off of it. And all you have to do is dust it every once in a while. But that thing is not going to get damaged or anything else. You got to keep it out of sunlight. It'll yellow and crack and stuff. Don't do that. So until next time, enjoy your toys.